duty has been established. Medic retribution casualties, close fracture on his left leg, and burn on his right arm. You have seal in this bag, you're not receiving an environment, and the casualty is conscious and sitting up. Standard perform all tasks in sequence in 5 minutes without causing any further injury. And while I or any of the other graders are reading that to you,
he's gonna be on this side the whole time, so y'all might not be able to see. Y'all can move around back here if you want.
and while we're reading that to you, you're more than likely going through your bag. Either we tell y'all to or you can ask. You have 2 SAM splints. You'll have 4 regular cravats, like these. I'll show you how to roll them up, which is pretty explanatory. But 4 regular cravats, a 5th one with a knot right there for the sling, and then lastly a bandage like this, hopefully wrapped up more tight than that. And this is for the burn. Now, I recommend, you can mess with this however you want, as long as it ends up in the bag zipped up before you start. I recommend rolling them up like that. Makes it easier to tie whenever it comes to that part. I almost whipped myself in the face. And then 2 knots, there's 2 knots there. But while these are out, you can, like I said, you can mess with them any way you want, as long as they're going to end up back in that bag, ready to be used and zipped up. I recommend putting things in sequence. So like these 2 are the last things I'm going to need. They're going to be at the bottom. These are going to be the second thing that I need, so they're going to be in the middle. Like so. These are the first things I'm going to need. And they're going to get the top. And now, the bag is zipped up like it's supposed to be. Done. So, quick start. First thing you're going to do is reassure the casualty. Hey man, you're going to be alright. I'm going to treat you for your fracture and your burn. Second step, you're going to be loosening clothing. Right here, the boot will be off on test day like so. So you'll loosen this. Right here, you loosen this button, which it will be. You loosen that and that right here. Is there any jewelry, which there shouldn't be on test day, you'll remove it and place it in their pocket. Now that that's done, my next step is going to be feeling for a pulse.
You feel a pulse?
And this one, and then you lift this up a little bit. Checking for pale white, bluish gray skin. Say if you feel pale skin or you see pale skin. But for darker skinned individuals, it'll be a cap refill, which is just like that. But you'll just be like checking for cap refill. You don't have to touch his toe. Now that's done. You're gonna go skin to skin, checking for a temperature difference, and then you look up. Do you feel any numbness, tightness, or cold sensation? No? All right.
They do not have to respond, so you can just move on as quickly as you want.
Yeah, that's all just bang, bang, right to this. Give your SAM splints, this, and then measure it on the non-fractured leg. This one, don't do that, but this one. I recommend it being flush with the heel, if you guys are like foot straight like that, and about mid-thigh. Not too high, you don't want to cut off any circulation up there. This is perfect for him. And then you can measure or base this one off of that one. Or you can measure it again off, however you want to do it. It's pretty good. I also recommend kind of like forming him into like a cup. It'll help out with the leg. And remember, he is conscious and awake, so you can ask him, can you hold these there for me? All right. Now I'm going to grab my cravats. They're wrapped up the way I wanted. Make them a little loose, but shouldn't affect too much. Recommend doing all of these at the same time. And I'll show you what I mean by that in just a sec. You all ready? Lift the leg up. You can ask him to lift his leg up. Like I said, you got to be gentle with it. It's a fractured leg. 2 above that. All right. Drop. Now you want 2 above the fracture, 2 below the fracture. Now this is just kind of a sticker of the fracture, really just right here, but this is just telling you where it's on, which leg it's on. So you can, let's see, where's your knee at? You can ask him where his knee's at. You're gonna know. That's pretty helpful. And then you want to tie it pretty tight so it secures. His knees where? All right. Like I said, that's just a sticker for the leg. It's not exactly where the fracture's at. Reality, because
You probably put that tape on when he was standing up.
yeah.
Just for close.
But you can also have, for the sake of it, see his knees there? You can have 1 above and then 1 below the knee. It's not on the knee. Then you can have 2 down here. It's like it's not on the knee and not on the fracture.
So we'll have it marked with a piece of tape that says fracture. It'll be in the middle of the shin. So if you just always put it 2 down by the ankle, 2 up by the knee, it'll be fine.
Fix that tape. Okay, now that all of these are tied, 2 above, 2 below, and on the fracture, we go back and recheck my word. 1, 2, 3, 4. And at this point right here, if you're unsatisfied with the knot, you don't think that it's going to hold, you can retie it now. If you're satisfied, you're going to check for a pulse.
You feel a pulse.
Once you check for that pulse, you're done with that leg. You can't touch it. Nothing else. You can't do anything else. Now you gotta go up to here to the burn. Still conscious, so hey, right here. And gently expose the wound. Recommend grabbing from the back, so that way you're not like just grabbing it from the back of the sleeve, like so.
So you can't see it, but he's just grabbing each side of the sleeve and just slowly shimming it up.
Hold this for me.
Just make sure you don't like actually touch
Hold
it.
back the sleeve for you as well. And you have your bandage. Not touching the white part. Apply that to the burn. You can apply a little bit of pressure to keep it from sliding, but not too much because it's a burn. It's like I get it, it's not a natural burn. It's gonna slide a little bit, but you don't want it to, so you're gonna try to keep it from doing that as much as possible, which is why you're able to put just a little bit of pressure on it. Now, these have clips. I'll show you that just for the sake of it. This Velcro's getting fucked up. You have clips and you have Velcro, like so. You can use the Velcro or you can use the clips, or both. But as long as it's secure. Bring your arm across the chest like this. And now you're going on to the sling. Remember the knot. Place that. And then put your hand up a little. You're gonna tie it around the neck. I mean, not the neck, but behind the neck, not cutting off circulation.
Or it's supposed to hold on to it since he's...
That's the way I was teaching some people to do that. I'll check it out. And then you can adjust it here. Once you're satisfied with that, you're done. And I'm done. Then what we're gonna come over and check is knots. Yeah, it's like you can't really loosen that. Like I have to like really fucking mess with it in order to get it loose. Same with this one. And then this one. And this one. Those are good. We also don't want the, you know, this moving. Like if I push this out, it's not gonna just slide out. We want it to stay secure. And up here, just relaxed, like so. It's gonna hold. Like that. Bring his arm out, just checking this, making sure it's not like gonna slide easy. That's good. And yeah, that's really what we're looking for. Is there any other questions?
When you check the scan, what are you checking for?
When you try to, it's just with there's pulse, but what you're asking for with both hands,
Yeah.
that's just you saying checking for temperature difference. We're not gonna quote, we're not gonna cue you on that or anything like that. You're just gonna say that that's one of your steps. Same with whenever you ask them for a question. You're asking the question, do you feel any numbness, tightness, or sensation? You're not like waiting for a cue from us. You're saying that and asking him that, and then moving on. If you want to be safe, you can wait for him to say no, but he doesn't have to say anything. He can just stare at you.
Yes, it's loose and close, pulse, check skin, check temperature, if you have any numbness, tightness, cold sensation. Any more questions?
Does it matter that the splint's kind of past his heel a little bit?
wall.
I mean, that's why I said like flush. But
We're not stickers. We could just generally step above.
as long as it's not like that's
All
not
the way.
terrible. But if it's not like
All the way out.
it's like it's like not like that. Which is why I said generally flush. You know, he also has his foot extended out, so you really won't be able to tell. And you don't want to just go with this fracture. So
Any other questions?
And the first notch is above your knee.
yeah, I mean it can be. It depends on the leg injury.
Okay.
Just
No,
don't
it's specific.
tie it on top of the tape.
Because like some people have longer legs, you'll have more slack. They'll go tie up here.
2 above and 2 below the fracture. There's some regulation somewhere that says it's like 2 inches below the fracture. Whatever.
As long as it's not on the knee and not like here.
Alright, if there's no further questions, there's the train up area over there, then we can get CL Specs for y'all out here, and the no-go area y'all can also train up in. We'll be floating around, just don't be afraid to ask questions.
Cool.
Alright.